are either getting tired or you start to feel your legs fall asleep. A lot of car seats aren't really designed for long-term travel, and so this is a really good one to do in the car as well. If you're on a plane, if you're on a train, if you're in a bus, if you're in a van, whatever, you know, that little poem. Yeah, this is a really, really good little exercise. Good and relax. Shake it out.
Another reason why to Arizona.
There you go. Yeah. Good. Okay. So go ahead and stretch those legs again. We're gonna do a little shorter this time. So the way that yoga is structured is you do a meditation in the beginning, a warm up, the body of the exercise, a cool down, and then a meditation at the end. Go ahead and switch sides.
No, Sarah, I'm looking, not pointing fingers because I'm included in this. When we were doing this,
Yes.
everybody was leaning forward.
Yes. And that's, so when our body wants to be at a right angle, okay? So people lean forward so that they're still at a right angle. So that's why. It doesn't really matter.
I was just curious because,
Yeah.
I mean, I have a lot of in between here issues, so I try really
Try to
hard
stay
to
up high.
stay up high.
Yes. Yep.
So,
Yep.
okay.
And that's fine. I lean forward. When you're stretching your legs, you had to lean forward to get the stretch in your legs. But for some of, especially the squeeze and spread, yeah, some people just naturally lean forward. And for that one, it doesn't matter if you do or if you don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Good question.
Okay, but also not just leaning forward versus sitting up straight, but rounding forward at your waist, you get more of a stretch in your back, but leaning to just get your hamstrings, if you keep your back straight and only bend at your hips, so my back is straight like we talked about posture last time, I'm getting a better hamstring stretch because actually I'm tipping my whole pelvis and I'm pulling the bottom of it backwards, and you can kind of feel like that if you
Right.
feel like your leg is lengthening,
Right.
or you're driving your hip backwards, you get a better hamstring stretch. If you stay in this position and then you slouch, it takes the stretch off your hamstring. So by
Right.
pulling your back in and your chest up, you get a better hamstring stretch. By rounding your back, you get a better stretch in your back.
And I'll give you another example. So go ahead and keep your knees bent and either hold on to either behind your knees or on top of your knees, whatever kind of feels better. And you can do insides if that's easier too. So go ahead and just pull back, keep good posture and pull straight back.
So,
Where do you feel it?
a little bit.
Kind of back here?
Oh, yeah.
Now I feel mine right here.
Yeah, right here. Now, have really bad posture. You're 17 years old, pissed off at the world, you have new boobs and you don't want anybody to see, right? So have really bad posture and then pull back. And then where do you feel it? Kind of your mid-back. Now, tighten up those belly muscles, squeeze your core, and then you feel that stretch move down to your low back, okay? So, there's all different ways to do that. Yeah, good question, Tammy. That's a really good one. Okay, next stretch here. We're gonna do this one and then we'll be done for yoga. Cross your ankles, or if you're real flexible, you can bring your ankle over your knee, okay? And we're gonna lean a little bit to the right and forward, and then a little bit to the left and forward. Good, and go ahead and just sway back and forth. And then just like before, where we make sure to push that hip into the chair. Okay, and notice how that feels. Notice how easy it is to stretch kind of your low back, your side, your hip that way. This is another really good one that you can do when you're sitting on the couch in the lazy boy or
On your computer.
on your computer. Yep, exactly. Good, go ahead and relax and we'll start to switch those ankles. Same thing, cross them the other way or bring it up. And same thing. Again, do you notice one side feels a little different than the other? Probably more flexible.
That's your mom's.
This hip doesn't bend the same as the real one does.
I was gonna say, and if you had a joint replacement or a joint surgery or anything like that, it's gonna throw a whole loop into it. So, makes a big
See, I
difference.
feel a lot of right in here,
Yes. Yep.
which is good.
It is
But,
good.
Like when on the computer at home, I sit
Sit like that.
this.
Yeah,
And put the computer right here.
that's good if you can do that.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah,
do
No,
that.
I
it's
mean,
good
I'm-
to
I'm-
just sit
Not
like that.
everybody can
Yeah,
do that,
you can
you
do
know.
that.
Stretch.
Yeah, Yeah,
I
that's
have a
good.
I don't
friend
wanna
that's
be-
80 though that can do that yet.
Isn't that
But she's
incredible?
tiny like her, you know.
Okay, well, seriously, I'm older than I look, so let's go with that.
Go ahead and we're gonna sit back. Close our eyes again, take a deep breath. So at the end of yoga, then we do another meditation, okay? So go ahead and sit back, relax, close your eyes. Let go of anything you don't need, any of that stress or worry, your schedule for today, your to-do list. And let's take a few minutes here to let our bodies relax, to let yourself unwind. And feel your body with every breath sinking into your chair a little bit deeper and a little bit deeper. And as we do this, our muscles relax, almost as if we're getting a gentle massage, starting in our toes and working its way up our body like a wave of relaxation that takes away any pain or soreness along the way. This massage relaxes any pain that we have in our feet and ankles, and it works its way up our legs, and inch by inch, muscle by muscle, we feel heavy, like we're beginning to fall asleep, like all of our muscles are relaxing. This massage goes into our knees, our thighs, and our hips, taking away any pain or soreness that we feel. It moves into our fingers, into our hands and wrists, taking away any aches or pains. And then inch by inch, muscle by muscle, it goes up our arms, through our elbows, and all the way up to our shoulders. We feel any tension, any soreness in our neck and back, our shoulders and our chest just melting away. Our entire body feels relaxed and at peace. And give yourself just a minute here to enjoy this feeling, to feel perfectly relaxed and rested. And with your next breath, gently beginning to wiggle your fingers and toes. Roll around your wrists and ankles. And take a couple of deep breaths. Good, and let's reach those hands wide, coming all the way up to the top. Bring our hands together and down to heart center. A couple of times here, reach those hands up. Bring your hands together and down to your heart. Good, 2 more times. Good, and let those hands pause at heart center. Thank you all for coming today. I hope you enjoyed our mini yoga class. Namaste. And what namaste means is my soul bows to you. So I say it to you, you say it back. It's like mutual respect. So that was yoga. Any questions? No? Okay.
Just keep going.
Keep going. I know.
Why
Makes you
don't I
want to
do this more
sleep,
often?
doesn't it?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah. So 4 o'clock on Tuesdays. Okay. Next is Tai Chi. So for Tai Chi, we're gonna stand up.
And I'm out of practice for that.
For that, yeah.
I'm giving an in-service on Friday to see, or to
Are
come
you?
in and
This
so
would be good
will I
review
know.
for you. Go ahead, and what we're gonna do here, I'm gonna have, I'm gonna stay here so the camera can see me, and if you guys want
This
to,
way then.
I can, do you want them there?
yeah, I'm thinking, you guys come back this way. We'll be in the same spots, just with no chairs. How about that?
Oh, will we have room?
Yeah, we'll have room. We won't be moving a whole lot. So with Tai Chi, Tai Chi is all about your energy. And so Peggy's going to talk a little bit about energy later, but we all have an energy. So go ahead and warm up your hands. Good. And then feel a little heat in there. Go ahead and push your hands together so that you can feel either like strings or some sort of connection. You can feel that heat in between your hands. Go ahead and pull it apart just a little bit. And do you feel almost like a magnet holding your hands together, or like strings holding them together? Do you feel that? If you don't feel it, do the rubbing again and push them together a little bit. Good. And then when you pull apart, do you feel that connection? Go ahead and let your fingers relax and let your palms get a little bit bigger apart. Good. Do you still feel the connection? Do you feel like there's something in between your hands? Go ahead and start to nurture that energy. Start to walk your hands around it. And imagine that energy is getting a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger. Now, does anybody feel like their energy has a color? Maybe not. Might feel clear. Mine's yellow.
I was
Blue.
just gonna say blue.
Blue, yep, that's real common. Red's another real common one. Good. Go ahead and let those hands get a little bit farther apart. Let that energy grow. Okay, now what we're going to do is bring our hands so that they're parallel with each other and do a little circle with each hand so that you feel a big ball of energy in between there, in between your hands. Okay, now keep that going, and I'm going to come intercede your circle. So you keep doing what you're doing and see if you can feel my energy coming, invading your space. Peggy's like, get away.
That's funny.
Do you feel it? So I feel warmth with Mary Jane. Good and relaxed. Do you feel something in there? Kind of interesting. Ooh, and I feel cold. So, kind of interesting, right? And I can also sometimes feel your color. Okay, so I felt Tammy's blue. I did not feel your blue, but I felt warm. Okay, so kind of interesting. Go ahead and just imagine that energy absorbing right into your body. Relax your hands down. Give them a little shake. Good. Let's go ahead and we're going to have our right hand in front of our heart, left in front of our belly. Take those hands out just a little ways. Good, like you have enough space to dance with somebody else in there. Good. And let's go ahead, we're gonna take our right hand to the right and turn to the right. Bring that hand back to the middle. And then switch so that your left hand is on top. And we're gonna take that left hand out to the left and back to the middle. Good, switch so that the right hand's on top. Same thing, back and forth. Whatever hand is on top is the direction that you're moving, and then you switch. If that causes you shoulder pain, then ease off just a little bit. Good, last one. And relax. And let's go ahead and bring our right hand on top and our left hand on the bottom. We're gonna bend those knees just a little bit and go ahead and look down. Make sure that your feet are shoulder width apart. Okay? And bend those knees just a little bit. And we're gonna reach up with the right